A leaked documents revealed Boris Johnson is planning to sweep away David Cameron's reforms of the NHS in England with a reduced role for the private sector. NHS commissioners would no longer be required to invite private companies to bid to run services, and there'd be more focus on hospitals and social care services working together to improve patient care. The Conservative former Health Secretary Jeremy Hunt welcomed what he said was a big change, which reflected a big rise in the number of older people.
Last year was the first year in human history where there are more over 65s on the planet than under 5s. And older people have much more complex needs. They often have many things wrong with them at the same time that need to be addressed with a programme of care, not just a single visit to a hospital. So I think that's what this is trying to address in the new structures.
Scientists are warning against easing lockdown measures too soon, despite the progress being made in the coronavirus vaccination programme. The government says all adults over the age of 50 should be offered a jab by May. But Professor Lawrence Young of Warwick Medical School says the test, trace and isolate system needs to be working properly before restrictions are relaxed.
We know that once we get numbers down to a more manageable level, we need to have a system for efficiently stamping out local outbreaks, because that will happen. There's no question about that. We need to learn the lessons of last summer, actually, and what we need to make sure we have is an effective test, trace and isolate system.
Myanmar's main city, Yangon, has seen the biggest protest since the military coup on Monday. Despite a heavy police presence, several thousand workers from Western industrial areas streamed towards the city, where they were joined by young activists. They confronted police with riot shields and demanded the release of the elected leader Aung San Suu Kyi. A series of stabbings in South London's left one man dead and 9 people wounded. 2 are in a life-threatening condition. Police say there's nothing to suggest the 5 incidents in Croydon last night were linked. 2 people have been arrested. The Children's Commissioner says councils in England are failing to prevent vulnerable children in their care from being exploited and hurt by gangs. Anne Longfield says if intervention comes when youngsters are already entangled in dangerous enterprises, it's hard to reach them. Charlotte Wright reports.
The Children's Commissioner says children will keep dying on our streets until there is a joined-up public health response to exploitation. An analysis of data from the public health teams of 128 councils found just 1 in 4 were tracking the risks most closely associated with exploitation, such as school exclusion or going missing. Anne Longfield says the authorities must do more to identify those at risk early. The local government association said it was disappointing that the report had singled out public health teams, saying tackling the issue requires close working across a range of agencies.